The sky ahead thundered, breaking the clouds with black spears of lightning. The segments would spin away and thin, condense, and form new clouds, only for the thunder to return and tear them anew. Zara felt the tension in the air. Even the barbarian felt it. A power had been unleashed and the world now convulsed under its weight. Already 1,000 elves had died, killed unceremoniously by a gang of weaklings too afraid to oppose the enraged god emerging from their depths. What could Zara say against them? Not only did she stand by and watch the genocide, but she had also unleashed the monster who demanded so much blood. Was she not a coward, too? Her nearness could have weakened him enough to allow her companions to act. They traveled a road east, into the morning sun and its frigid light. Not many words were shared beneath the whip of cold across their faces, either from discomfort or for what the light revealed. Their hearts were as stained as the Queen of Dawn's, just as frozen. Dolhan spurred his stallion beside her mare, the smile on his face dropping when her eyes met his. He cleared his throat and tightened the cape around his neck. She thought he would speak but kept his eye straight and his horse at pace with hers. A simple sign to her that he was ready once she was. Zara's mind first fumbled with the obvious. They were guilty. Sometime during their protection of her, they had abandoned their guiding principles in spite of the forces they raged against. She wanted to ask why they continued as if nothing happened, but that wasn't true. Evidence of their burden dragged against their faces and shoulders. She wanted to ask how they could make things right, but no one seemed willing in doing right. Besides, from her perspective, there was only one path. Zara spoke. I remember the first time I received this dagger. It was from Protector, the man who found us on the other side of the mountains. He had given it to me and told me should he fail in protecting me, to pierce my own heart with it. It is a simple thing, of bronze and polished boar tusk, but the point is sharp and will slice through my chest just the same. Zara waited for Dolhan to react with an outburst. It pained her that he remained silent. Zara continued. He said that my father had instructed him to do much the same should he fail. My blood cannot fall into the hands of the other gods. The balance of the world would upend. For 3,000 years he kept me alive. I had forgotten his words until just now. Until I glanced at the breaking sky and witnessed the first sign of the world upending. To her surprise, she tasted the salt of her tears on her lips. She tried to wipe them away, but new ones replaced them. Do you know what being a curse to existence does to a mind? It sends it fleeing to the dark places of nightmares, where the only option left is to question one's purpose, to question the value of one life against 1,000. Dolhan cleared his throat, working free the words lodged in it. Zara. I know what you'll tell me. Zara didn't. She just didn't want him to voice his agreement, that I should continue to fight, that there is a way through this. But how many must die for me to live? How many will die by my actions? Who cares? Dolhan spat the words out like poison. All these mortals kill themselves for a few clinking coins. All of them would kill you if it meant a full belly. Then what am I to do? Zara wiped her eyes clear to view the road ahead. What is survival if I'm meant to live in a world of ash? Your father was birthed in the death of his sister. Anger powered Dolhan's voice. Mortals are not the ones who committed the first atrocity. If anyone is deserving of your nightmares, it's the ones who first spilled blood. What has happened in the past is out of your control. We are now seeking a way to give you a chance to change your future. Don't give up, godling. And what if you fail? Zara shed more tears. These tasted of relief more than sadness. What if I'm alone and the world burns? Then you fight alone until you have no fight left to give and turn that blade on your chest. Dolhan pulled one of his short swords free of its sheath. But as long as I can wield this blade, you fight. Zara rode in silence until the tears dried and her throat cleared of sour guilt. You are a good man, Dolhan. I will think on your words. Zara spurred her mare forward to give herself space to think. As she distanced herself from Dolhan, he could swear she had grown, less a child and more of an adult. Fight, little godling. Dolhan muttered as he sheathed his blade. Fight and show the bastards the errors of their ways.